Here we have it, Nicolas Bray for France. And then on ergo 80, Simon Finnegan from Great Britain, Benoit Jalot from France, Romuald Fournier from France, Dieter Thomas Yon from Germany, Jack Greenan from Great Britain, Royal Navy, Frederic Aubry from France. We're going through the lineup fast here. Jean-Philippe Giuseppin, Bertrand Gued, Vincent Martin. It is such a big field here contesting the men's 40. Let's see who's out in front. It's Luc Wollenschlager. Now it's Pavel Schermay. They're already through 200 meters. The big men on ergo 16 and 17. No surprise to see them out in front. Javi Garcia de Pablo currently in third, ahead of Raphael Rubin from France. Christian Seeling from Germany trying to get back in the action for a medal place. But there goes Schermay. He's holding 1:30 at the front of the field. Absolutely pounding out the mileage. Just ticking it over at 32 strokes a minute. Wollenschlager currently in second, dropping back further and further behind Schermay. He's holding 1:33. Garcia de Pablo a 1:32. So starting to move back up, may move through the South African athlete as they come in to the second 500-meter segment. They're already nearly 500 meters in at the front of the field here. Very, very fast stuff. Schermay still holding 1:31. He's going to need to hold on to that if he wants to get close to 6 minutes. If he doesn't go sub 1:30, he won't go sub 6 minutes. So that's what he's got to do. If he holds on to a 1:31, 1:32, he'll probably tick over at 6:10 in the end. Because if you think about it, 4 times 1:32 is about 6:8, isn't it? So that's what he's contesting with. If he wants to hit his 6:05, he needs to be holding 1:31s. But he's holding 1:33s now as we come up through 750 meters already gone. Lots of eyes looking left and right, just checking out what splits the others are doing, making sure that he's holding the fastest split. Raphael Rubin now starting to move up through Wollenschlager. The Frenchman deciding he wants silver medal here in front of a home crowd. Raphael Rubin, it's the 2 men either side of Schermay contesting silver and bronze at the moment. You can see at the bottom center of this picture, they're right in front of the TV cameras there, and these big men really looking for some fast times. Schermay continuing to pull out ahead of Rubin. They're both at 1:33 though. Rubin will know that he's holding level with Schermay. He'll want the gold medal. In fact, we're now starting to see 1:32s from Rubin, faster than Schermay. So that margin is starting to erode. These two getting closer and closer as we come up towards the halfway mark. Very little separating them at this stage. If Rubin's holding some extra power in his back pocket for the third 500-meter segment, it's one of the more painful portions of the 2K race. You really need to cling on to position, because as people start to go for their sprint finish, you can lose everything in those closing stages. Over here, ergo 52, Sylvain Pradel from Brive Club Nautique going for a 6:35. We've got Stephen Gaunt from Great Britain, Gerald Armstrong from the Royal Air Force GB, Françoise Mourillon from Valence in France, Ian Wilde from the Sub-7 Rowing Club Great Britain, Guillaume Viel, Arnaud Janin, David Chrétien. Such a big field here. All of these athletes looking for 6:30s, but still at the front, Pavel Schermay from Belarus. His lead is eroding. He's gotten it back to a 1:32, 750 meters left of the 2K race. Will he be able to hold on to it? Pain starting to show on his face. He's at 30 strokes a minute, so Rubin up at 32, working a little bit harder in the stroke rate to keep terms with the Belarusian. 700 meters left. Wollenschlager, I think, under pressure now as Garcia de Pablo from Spain starts to move up on his other side on ergo 15. These two will be battling it out for that bronze medal. We'll see which one's going to take it. I think it's still between Schermay and Rubin for the gold. Just over 500 meters left at the front of this field. It really is an impressive first 1,500 from those athletes. I don't think Schermay's on track for a 6:10 at this stage. We'll have to see how things pan out at the end of the race altogether. Rubin still 12 or 13 meters behind, but this is Wollenschlager for South Africa under so much pressure from the Spanish athlete on his left, Javi Garcia de Pablo. These two pretty much neck and neck, just 5 meters separating them as they come into the last 400 meters. Shermay still holding 133. I think Ruban's starting to struggle. He's at a 135, dropping back as he comes into the last 350 meters. It really is tough work. This is Barry Grieg from Great Britain Sub-7 Indoor Rowing Club on Ergo, #1. Pounding out the mileage. But we're coming up to the last 250 meters now. Pavel Shermay almost certain for the win. He's got 15 meters and growing up on Ruban. Ruban looking safe for second. Wollenschlager still under pressure. Garcia de Pablo thinking about winding it up. He's up to 36 strokes a minute. He's outpacing the South African now as we come into the last 200 meters. So this is going to be a sprint right to the line. Just 3 meters separating them. They're neck and neck. I can see them in front of me. They're absolutely stroke for stroke. So it's all the power in the legs. Wollenschlager's found a 129 split, so he's really found the power now into this last 100 meters. I think the position's looking pretty locked for the medals. Shermay certain for gold. He comes into the last few meters here. Medals looking locked in. Shermay's going to take the gold for Belarus. Raphael Ruban for France takes the silver. Does that change around? No. Wollenschlager has moved up with that sprint finish for the silver medal. I don't believe it. Where did that come from? We'll have to wait for the official results to confirm that, but that was an amazing sprint finish from Wollenschlager. He moves up by 0.4 of a second. He takes silver medal ahead of the Frenchman Raphael Ruban, who's therefore dropped to bronze. James Saxton with a great sprint finish from Great Britain moves to 4th ahead of Garcia de Pablo for Spain in 5th. David Kelly, Ireland in 6th. Bruno Lemar Silva, Portugal in 7th. Romain Chrétien, France in 7th, Simon Jones for Great Britain in 9th, and Ewan Roth for France in 10th. I don't think anybody was ever going to touch Pavel Shermay. He did a 6:05.2 in the end. That sprint towards the line at the end was so crucial. He didn't quite hit his target, but Luke Wollenschlager for South Africa, 6:09, just 0.4 of a second ahead of Raphael Ruban. It was that sprint finish which counted the most. Stickers being put on them so that everybody knows their position and rank for the medals that are coming shortly. We were due to have Alex Dunn racing in that race, but clearly interview duties got the better of his entry. So let's hear from him as he comes to talk to Pavel and Luke.
To pull through into second place at the end. How was that, Luke?
It was good. I kept it out until the last 200 and just did 20 strokes and I was done.
With about 500 to go, you must have been pretty worried. There was a real bunch and you were starting to get overhauled.
I saw the fourth guy coming up. I didn't even know I came second after we finished, so I was just trying to stay away from the guy behind me.
And a quick word from Pavel. Pavel, one more medal.